Today's Bostik League show brings us to North London as we see Enfield Town take on Merstham. Welcome to Matchday 32. Enfield come into today's game having lost only one of their last 8 fixtures, but they'll want to improve on their 12th place position in the Bostik Premier division. As for Merstham, they've lost their last 4 games and find themselves in 19th position, just 7 above the relegation place. Both teams make their way out, and alongside me, as always, Mick Sullivan and Gary Pascoe. Let's take a look at both sides. And for Enfield Town, they have their top scorer, Simon Thomas, on the bench. Ryan Blake has got 6 this season. He's on the bench as well. And they'll be looking towards Aaron Green, who's also got 6 goals so far this season. As for the visitors at Merstham, they have a change in goal. It's a debut for Ashley Jones, the former Canvey Island player. Also played for Leiston last season. Makes his debut in goal for Merstham, and again they have their top scorer Ryan Hall on the bench, 14 goals this season. They'll be looking towards Alex Sadayi, who has 6 in 29 for the visitors. And with a team, Gary, that are really low in confidence, having lost their last 4, the start today, the first goal is going to be really important here.
Definitely, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how Merstham start today. The pitch looks very decent out there for this time of year, so looks flat. And as we all know, Merstham love to play football, so it'd be interesting to see how if they can start quickly and get a footing in the game.
And you mentioned that defeat for Enfield at Kingstonian. That was their first defeat in 8 games, 12th position in the table. They may still, Mick, have aspirations to finish in those playoff positions.
We're definitely getting to know Andy as we go along this season, and basically, yes, he wants to be in playoffs, most definitely. And they haven't lost at home other than one FA Cup game against Maidstone, which was a long while ago. So it rather favours Enfield this game.
And it's Enfield that are coming forward here. Ball delivered into the box. It's a nice little header out that will go as far as Tom Collins. It's a really poor ball from Collins, and it will allow Enfield to pick up the ball again, and it'll be Green, who's got lots of talent, who tries to knock that ball in. First corner of the game goes to the home sides.
Well, Aidan's been raving about Tom Collins. Obviously, he was at Kingstonian earlier in the season, and but he gave that ball away so sloppily. Lucky he never got punished.
First corner comes in, and it goes back to Green. Green with a cross in on his left foot, goes all the way across. It's going to be dangerous, and keeper comes out, doesn't get there, cleared off the line in the end. And it was cleared off the line by Liam Harwood. Keeper came, Jones on his debut, just didn't get there. And Harwood needed to knock that ball off the line. It'll be another corner to Enfield.
I think the Liam Hope got the head to that to stop it going in, to be honest there, Ben. It was going towards the goal. The goalkeeper did get a hand to it, but listen, Merstham are very suspect at set play, so it'll be interesting to see how they cope with this second corner.
Sometimes you do need to, if you feel with Merstham, they need to go a little bit longer, quicker, especially away from home. They've got themselves in trouble here again, and Green has got in onto his right foot. What can he do? Steers the ball across. Could it be the first goal of the game? And it's knocked home by Liam Hope. Easy finish in the end inside the 6-yard box, but again it was Merstham trying to play the ball out. They lost it. It was a great cross from Green, and Liam Hope was there just to tuck the ball in. 1-0 to Enfield.
How many times have we seen Merstham trying to play in the wrong areas? But, you know, that's the way Hayden always wants them to play, and they've been outdone. They're very predictable, and Enfield have got the game plan right. They're pressing high. They've got out the blocks very early, Enfield. They've pinned Merstham back since the whistle for the start of the game. So, you know, Merstham need to settle now a little bit, keep the ball, and keep the confidence.
Neat turn by Kavanagh, goes back to Abnett. Kavanagh will get the ball back again, and Abnett will join him and run into the Enfield half, and again it's broken down, and Enfield will have the chance to come forward. Ball towards Youngs, who looks to turn, does well, and is hounded out by Harrison and Reese Hall, and Samuels for Merstham just picks it up and lays it back towards Tom Kavanagh. Goes across the halfway line towards a Dye. Dye turns and plays the ball into Charlie Penny. Real opportunity for Merstham. Great save. First chance of of the game for them. Charlie Penny was inside the box. It was a point-blank save. Comes back to Adai on his right foot. Adai goes all the way across, and another good claim from the keeper, Joe Wright. First opportunity in the game for Merstham.
And great play by Merstham. You know, as we said, you know, their style might not be to everyone, but basically they grind teams down with that style, and they can just pass through teams like butter quite often. And this game's settled itself down now, and Merstham have come into the game a lot more.
Yeah, they've got a little bit of rhythm going. A great movement there by Alex Adai with Charlie Penny. Nice move down the right-hand side. Alex got the ball, and he put the ball just behind the back four, and Penny's run on to it, had a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he's hit the goalkeeper, so he's done quite well. Obviously, he's a bit rusty still.
Yeah, at least he got his shot off, Gary,
yeah.
So that's the main thing, and probably Hayden would be happy at least he had a go.
Joe Wright takes the goal kick, and Youngs will flick it on. Did get a nice touch into Liam Hope there. Referee actually brings it back for a foul on Youngs, halfway inside the Merstham half.
This is where Merstham could be undone with the set plays, because they're quite a big team, Enfield.
And then it goes towards the box. Real opportunity now. Could it be the second goal of the game? Jones claims it. Would you always have a goalkeeper on the bench, Mick?
Not always. Sometimes other things dictate that. And I have gambled on a couple of times.
Goes in towards Adai. Adai can take a touch chance for Merstham. Perhaps it's come all the way through. It's going to go across the box. Is it going to be put in by Reese Hall? And it was Charlie Penny who just got the ball across the 6-yard box, and a real good opportunity there for Reese Hall, the skipper. And it's deflected wide for a corner.
I think Alex Adai is always going to be a danger for Merstham with his pace, and they're quitting themselves quite well. Merstham the last 10 minutes, they've kept the ball, and they've sort of cut Enfield apart with some of their passing moves.
But why have they have created these chances by getting the ball behind the back four, not playing in front of them? You know, that's the reason why.
Certainly have gone a little bit more direct. Just shapes up, and of course he's got a lot of room here with a running track around the pitch. In it comes, long, high, and again it's Harwood who gets it away, but it's come all the way back to the throw taker. It's gone into the 6-yard box. Really dangerous now for Enfield. Can they get a shot off on goal? Good defending. Comes back again to Martin on his right foot. Takes his time, flicks it back towards Youngs, and that was a really rash effort. Not sure if it was a shot or cross there from Youngs. Long ball up towards Charlie Penny. He makes the touch, and it goes to Collins, who will go all the way towards Adai, who's again swapped wings, and he's back where he started on the far side as we look, and he's now rolling around on the floor.
I think he might have got a boot in the face, to be honest there, Ben. I don't think the defender never meant it, but he just raised his foot and hit him in the face.
For all the play and possession that Merstham have had, they've created a few chances, but haven't managed to get themselves onto the score sheet, and Enfield will look to punish that. Youngs with the corner, comes all the way across. Reese Hall gets the head just to knock it out. It only comes as far as Green, who does really well to bring the ball in. It's going to be a penalty, and fantastic play once again from Aaron Green. He's got that ability, just took the ball down on the edge of the box, and was it Adai who brought him down?
It looks like Tom Collins that's done a rash challenge in the wrong area there. You've got a forward or attacking centre midfield player making a silly challenge there, Ben. And
they will be gutted if this goes in, because the play that Merstham have had in the last 20 minutes of the game has really seen them come back into it. Created a fair few chances of their own, but it's Blackman who steps up to give Enfield a 2-0 lead. Blackman, here he comes, hits the ball into the corner, and it is 2-0. And the home side's 2 goals in front, despite Merstham dominance in the last 10 minutes. Ashley Jones got a hand to it, but couldn't keep it out. And it is Ryan Blackman who doubles Enfield's lead.
The penalty, going back to the penalty, it looked like the defender's put his arm on his shoulder, and the guy just collapsed to the ground. This is a real big talking point in football. No matter what level you play, he had his arm on his shoulder, and the fella just went down.
Well, for me, when he came into the box, it was one position that you just don't make any contact with the player. I think it was a really
100%.
Samuels.
I think the way back in, as I keep saying, is Alex Adai all day long.
And Adai now can pick up the ball. Adai almost in, and the keeper came out and realised there was danger. And once again, It was a good touch from Alex Adai, and the speed of Joe Wright coming out was the only thing that saved Enfield there. Plenty forward for Enfield, although Mitchell King stayed back. Youngs delivers it. It's a great delivery all the way across. That is a fantastic ball that went right the way across the 6-yard box. It's picked up on the far side by Rumans. Can he keep it in? He can't. The referee points towards the goal kick, and you have to say we were right behind that delivery from Youngs, and that is the perfect ball into the box. Back to Michael Abnett, well inside this Enfield half. It's a positive start to the second 45 from Merstham. Alex Adai again, looking to use his pace and trickery to get past the Enfield defence all the way across. It's going to fall. Good opportunity. Charlie Penny picks it up. Going to fall to Kavanagh, all the way struck, and a lot colder down pitch side, as you'd expect, than we are up here. But I can tell you what, feeling it in my toes and fingers right now, it's going to, I'm sure, be a very cold end to the game. The ball comes in towards Charlie Penny. Linesman's kept his flag down. Penny tries to come back, and you felt he might have been better off hitting that. Goes across the goal. Surely going to fall to a Merstham player now. Manages to just get it out, Enfield. Somehow the ball didn't run through to Hayden Smith, but Charlie Penny initially then got the ball down. Perhaps could have had a shot of his right foot, tried to come back on his left.
But there's my point. The ball's gone to the far post, and the left winger is not there just to have an easy tap in and to score a goal. He's just holding out, holding out.
Sure, one of the contenders for man of the match for Enfield. Samuels gets the ball, goes all the way out to Hayden Smith. Again, using his few step-overs from Hayden Smith, goes into the box, really close to finding its way to Reece Hall there, who was making a run onto the end of that ball.
Yeah.
Falls to Adai. Certainly got a threat on both sides now, and Adai, lovely skip of the feet, brilliant cross in towards Charlie Penny, needed to be dealt with, it was only as far as Tom Kavanagh, who strikes the ball. Wonderful goal from Tom Kavanagh, superb finish on his left foot, and it was Alex Adai again with great play on the wing, crossed it in, and it was defended in the first effort from Enfield, came back to Kavanagh, and what a strike on his left foot, 2-1.
But that was a team that feel aggrieved with what happened in the first half and believing that they can do what they've done last year and come back from 2-0 down.
Great strike by Tom, right in the top left-hand corner, and the goalkeeper didn't stand a chance. Game on.
Plenty of space to get the ball down out wide. That's a really poor ball, though, and Michael Abnett comes forward now for Merstham. What can he do? Knocks the ball in towards Penny. He's onside Charlie Penny. Great save. Real chance there, and it was Joe Wright who just stuck his leg out to make the save. You have to say that Penny should have put that one away. Merstham still come forward, and Enfield eventually will make the challenge, but Mick, that had to be a equaliser for Merstham.
Well, let's say a less rusty Charlie Penny would have just dinged that over the goalkeeper and not rushed at it like he did.
Kavanagh in the midfield for the visitors. Goes in towards the substitute Hayden Smith. Back to Tom Kavanagh. Harrison will pick it up over the halfway line for Merstham. Again, patient build-up from the visitors. Comes in towards Samuels. Samuels takes a touch, real opportunity, goes all the way across. Could it be the equaliser? Good save again, and Enfield will get it away.
Well, I'll tell you what, the goalkeeper's looking man of the match at the moment for Enfield. He's pulled off three top saves.
You know, but it'd be interesting to see what Hayden Bird said at half-time, because this team's come out like regenerated, like a different team altogether.
A really lovely ball there from Kavanagh. Plays it in towards Charlie Penny now. What can he do? And it's just going to go for the corner. There's a brilliant ball there from Kavanagh that he just looked away and did that nonchalant little pass where he's looking in a different direction. And that's the confidence that's flowing through the Merstham team right now. And they've got a corner. Samuels is going to deliver this ball in for Merstham. In it goes, really dangerous there. It goes all the way across. Surely someone's going to get a touch. And it's going to be Thomas that's going to be there to get it away, the substitute. How that didn't go in.
Trying to put the ball behind the back four too early. You know, they've just got to keep doing what they're doing. Pass the ball, and then play it.
Real mistake there is let Thomas in onto his left foot. What can he do? Enfield looking to come in the box. You have to say Harrison made up for his mistake. It's going to fall all the way to Blackman, who drives the ball in, and Ashley Jones picks it up. Long throw for Enfield into the Merstham box. Not been in the Merstham box much in this half, and perhaps a chance for a shot. It's on the edge of the box. It's fallen towards Green, who looks to go all the way across. Great effort from Green, and it was one of those that You didn't know if he was going for a cross there, but the ball only just went wide along the floor from Aaron Green. And Merstham again will come forward, and the ball is played over towards Alex Adai, and Adai takes it down. Clever from Adai, and he goes into the substitute Bonnet Johnson, who takes the shot, and it's just gone wide, and it took a deflection as well.
Goalkeeper was just rooted to the spot.
This will be an in-swinging corner, Ben, right in on the keeper.
Harrison's corner is right in on the keeper. It goes over everybody, and it's going to be in, and Merstham have got the equaliser. And it's Liam Harwood who put the ball in. It was in swinging from Ben Harrison. Nowhere, no chance for the keeper to come out and claim that one. And it was headed in by Liam Harwood. But you have to say the quality of the corner from Ben Harrison. Merstham are level, and it's 2 apiece.
Superb corner. Goalkeeper got blocked. Ball fell to the far post, and Liam Harwood just headed the ball home. Listen, I called it. They wouldn't score a goal from a set play. They've done superb there. That was a great corner, great delivery, and Harwood got his head there and got a score to go in the far post. 2-2.
And the omens say they've done it again. This is the 3rd season on a trot that Merstham have come from behind and got a result out of this game.
Run up the pitch, and Enfield will go into the box with their corner. It's headed on and cleared off the line by the goal scorer a few moments ago, Liam Harwood, and it will be another corner to Enfield. Corner for Enfield, in it goes all the way across, and it's the keeper Ashley Jones who comes out to claim it. He looks straight away to kick the ball down the field, and that tells you everything you need to know about this Merstham side. They feel that they might be able to get all 3 points, and we're into the last moments of the game, and it's played over towards Bonnet Johnson, and Michael Abnett's making that run on the outside now. Bonnet Johnson is driving forward with the ball. What can he do? Plenty of room for Bonnet Johnson. Goes all the way across. It's going to be met. Is it by Adai?
Offside.
Offside. The linesman flag goes up, and Alex Adai, just for a moment there, we might have had to change the man of the match as Adai was...
Well, he has to have a special mention, Alex Adai, because he has been absolutely superb today. And people will wonder why we've given it to the goalkeeper, but also the goalkeeper's been equal to that.
Been a great game, best game I've seen this season, I think, for me anyway, personally.
But you have to say, you can see the experience of Ashley Jones, been very commanding and been very good in what he's done this afternoon.
He has, I can't criticise him in one bit. He was decent for Leaston last year.
And there is the final whistle in this game. We've been treated in North London in January on this Saturday. A brilliant game between these two teams. Enfield went 2-0 up. They had a goal inside the first 4 minutes. They also had a penalty just before half-time. Merstham felt the injustice of that penalty decision. They played really well in the first half. They played even better in the second. Thoroughly deserved their point, if not to win the game. And it's finished here. Enfield Town 2, Merstham 2.
Yeah, extremely disappointing week, yeah. More of the same, I'm afraid. And... inexplicable, absolutely inexplicable. Nothing short of disgraceful, if I'm honest. But there you go.
Where do you think it went wrong for your side?
Probably about 20 minutes in, I would suggest, when we started giving the ball away again and proceeded to give the ball away. We cruised into a lead which we shouldn't have had at half time. They could easily have had a couple of goals. Came out second half. If you look at the first 3 touches of the ball we give the ball away, and we have that propensity to do that all the time. Middle of the park, and all you do is invite teams onto you, so they're back forward sat in all through the first half, and suddenly they're coming out because they can see that we're retreating, we're not confident, just giving the ball away. And please don't let anybody think that, I keep getting it around this place, that all of a sudden that's our tactics at home. Of course it isn't our tactics at home. We set out to win the game, and the third goal in the game was the important one. Again, we've given the ball away so cheaply, just in front of the dugouts there, and good strikes caught us out. But it's a poor performance today, followed by on the back of one we had the other night. So.
Yeah, we didn't start the game really well. Half-time we were disappointed with how we started the game, but still created a few good chances first half, which probably on another day they go in, and from a bad performance, turning it from a 2-0, maybe we go in 2-1, and then we're still really in the game and not so much to do in the second half.
The penalty, much was made of the penalty decision. What did you make of that being on the pitch?
To be honest, it was soft, but there was a little bit of contact. So probably overall, it was probably the right decision. It's harsh on Tom, but yeah, no, it was probably, if we didn't get it and it was us, we'll be complaining.
Yeah, it's, you know, all we're doing is throwing away valuable points. Listen, nobody here set out to say we'd be in the playoffs. If that target's been set, it hasn't been set by me, and as far as I'm aware, it's not been set by the chairman. So, you know, we've built a side here from scratch, as I said to you on Monday night, and we'll continue to try and progress. You know, we're doing our best with it. Yeah, we'd like to think we can push into top 8, but days like today and nights like Monday night make it incredibly difficult to do that. But while there's a hope, we'll stick at it, and we'll come in again Tuesday and see if we can accumulate some more points.
You play such attractive football, and that's been the way at this club for the last couple of seasons. Is it hard sometimes when you don't get the right results, having come off the back of 4 defeats?
Yeah, up until when we went on our run and we lost to Leaston, we still played well away at Leaston. But the games after that, we really let ourselves down, especially Tooting game. We didn't turn up and we didn't play well, but yeah, like you say, we do play attractive football, and we need to learn at times, especially when the pitches ain't that good, that we need to maybe mix it up a little bit, but still play to Hayden's philosophy. And to be honest, we're only going to break teams down because the team has been moulded like that to get the ball down and play, so we've got to stick to that no matter what.
As always, plenty of other action across the Bostik Premier Division this afternoon, and we start with 2 in-form sides as Margate took on Dulwich Hamlet. was a win for Margate as they took all 3 points against Dulwich, Hamlet, and Harrow Borough's 3-2 win keeps Burgess Hill Town rooted to the bottom of the table. There were 9 goals as AFC Hornchurch beat Waltham Abbey 5-4, and Canvey Island also scoring 5 as they beat Ware 5-1. 3 1-0 wins for the 3 teams at the top of the Bostik South strengthen their promotion hopes, and it's a rare win for East Grinstead Town as they beat Ramsgate 1-0. Another entertaining game on Matchday 32, and it'll be the home side who'll feel much aggrieved having given away a 2-0 lead. Next up for us, it's Wingate and Finchley against Met Police next Saturday.